Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Eddie the Eagle brings the true storytelling of Michael Eddie Edwards to the big screen, and how he always dreamed about becoming an Olympian, and how he eventually turned that dream into becoming an Olympic ski jumper. And of course, this film stars one of my favorite incoming actors, as in Taron Egerton and the already well-known Hugh Jackman. So with all that being said, how is Eddie the Eagle? I loved this movie. I think that this film hit every single point that it needed to do to make this film as brilliant as it was. And what are those points, you may ask? The first one, of course, starts with the acting. As I said earlier on, Taron Egerton is becoming one of my favorite actors in Hollywood. Immediately as I walked into the Kingsman, the Secret Service, I said that Hollywood better keep their eyes on Taron Egerton, because he is gonna make a name for himself. And oh my, has he already made a name. He blends and camouflages so well into Eddie's role that you can't even tell that this guy was kicking ass with Colin Firth a year ago. You believe that this guy's a little socially awkward, that he's held back, and he just wants to do good. He wants to do his dream, live it out. And to see not just a character's transformation, but Taron Egerton's transformation from being just a kid with a dream to the kid that, you know, starts living out his dream, it's immaculate to watch. And yes, if you're gonna have a kid training for the Olympics, obviously at one point he's gotta have a coach, and who better to do that than the Wolverine himself. With all jokes aside, Hugh Jackman was great in the role. He plays the suave yet broken down mentally and emotionally character very well. And the student/mentor relationship that grows between these two characters it's great to watch as it progresses, not from just a coach to a student, but to two friends that just want to make each other better. Whether it be these characters pushing each other to become the best they can be, or to achieve their new personal best on the ski hills, these characters are always bouncing back and forth off each other, and it warms your heart to watch. Now, since we were talking about personal best, let's jump from one point to another. See what I did there? Let's look at the actual ski jumping itself. Now, when you really think about it, all these sporting movies, they all lead to one big climactic event. Whether it be a big hockey game, football game, soccer game, baseball game, whatever. But at the end of it, it's one long cinematic event that straws out, and it's really the heart of the movie. And because ski jumping is really an event that lasts about 5 to 10 seconds, that was really my biggest worry about the film. That the big climax, the big ending of the movie wouldn't have the heart, wouldn't have the feels that it's supposed to. Let me just say, I was wrong. The way that these ski jumping scenes were filmed really put you into that scenario, that you're actually going down the hill with Eddie. When you're supposed to feel worried with him, you feel worried. When you're supposed to feel scared, you feel scared. But when you feel that adrenaline flying through the air as you're about to land, you feel all of that. This film really understands and showcases the big scope of ski jumping, how beautiful yet dangerous it can actually be. And with all the danger and intensity that ski jumping brings, you need a character like Eddie, you need an actor like Taron Egerton to really make you feel and want Eddie to succeed. And this leads me into my final point. My biggest praise that I can give this movie is that it just makes you feel good. And you know what I'm talking about. Those movies that you walk out of and you just want to do something with your life. From personal experience of just recently seeing the movie, I walked down the stairs of my auditorium with a skip in my step. An underdog movie is supposed to make you feel lost at times, but when it's triumphant, when the person does what they've always wanted to do, you're supposed to feel it with them, and boy do you feel it. And with those inspirational, touching moments, the awesome acting, and the well-done take on ski jumping to make it feel intense, yet at the same time be with Eddie as he overcomes these obstacles, makes this not just a great film, but just a beautiful showcase of humanity and a beautiful showcase of film. So with all that being said, Eddie the Eagle, of course, gets 2 big thumbs way up. So please go check out and support this movie. Support the well-done filmmaking and the well-done take on an inspirational person's life. So have you guys seen Eddie the Eagle? If you have, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And until next time, I'm Marco Polo 2417. Ciao for now.